Salutations, good day, good evening, wherever you are. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this lovely day. My name is Chef Dan, here with the Sports Jedi Network to do the Giants report as we are kicking off the football season. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, football is back into our lives. So those Sundays that were empty or didn't have as much zest and pop as we wanted is back into our lives. We saw the start of the football season with the Cowboys and the Eagles kicking off on a Thursday night, but as much as we pay attention to the division, we can't care too much because it's all about us, Giants Nation, and what we're doing here to kick off the season. So, as I stated, we are kicking off week one of the football season. The Giants will be facing the Washington Commanders, and there's a bit of news here and there to start off the week heading into the game. So we can look at a certain couple of things to kind of just see where the state of the team is at going into the game and what we can expect. First off, just want to say congratulations to Mike Kafka, the OC, as he is returning right back to play calling duty. So I'm excited for him for that as well, because he was a guy that helped unlock the guy who was here before at the quarterback position. But we kind of had to change that up. Brian Dable took over the play calling, but now Mike Kafka is back, and hopefully him and Russell Wilson can kind of mesh brains and be at a cohesive and a gelling standpoint to where the offense can start to look well. And speaking of the offense, we have going into the injury report. The injury report is kind of pretty much clean, except for the fact that we have Malik Neighbors. He kind of has a back issue, but they're not putting him on the injury report, so we're expected that he's good to go for week one versus the Commanders. The only person that is on the injury report that is kind of sad, that a notable name, is Andrew Thomas. We know that he had the Linz Frank surgery on during the offseason. He's kind of been having troubles here and there throughout training camp, so he's been placed as doubtful for week one. We know that the offensive line has been a topic of contention for Giants fans. I'd say back to Eli Manning's not even Eli Manning's second to last season, this offensive line has been maligned in topics. So we're kind of hoping to see, week one, what that offensive line is looking to be like. Also on the injury report, this is something that I'm noting as well. Anthony Johnson Jr. is out, so we can expect to see more of Bo Braid, and hopefully I'm saying his name and I'm not butchering that, at safety. So along with Javon Holland is Bo Braid there. The back end is sort of going to be looking a lot smaller as compared to most people's safety looks. It's also going to be kind of looking to support the cornerback position, as that's been a topic of contention, our cornerback position, all of last year, and they're hoping to answer some of those questions for us this year. And speaking of the cornerback position, we have Cordell Flott is expected to start with Deonte Banks coming in on third downs, and maybe we could see Deonte Banks also come in on some specialty packages, because the way the Commanders play the game, they're doing a lot of run-pass options. We already know they have Cliff Kingsbury as their offensive coordinator, so we're expecting to see a lot of that air raid offense. But especially when we saw last year, the Commanders had a lot of success with those run-pass options, with the wildcat sort of thing. So I can expect to see that happen to go on. Overall, what I'm expecting for this game is really, if the Giants, based on all the prognosticators and the talks that they've had on what they've done throughout the draft and the offseason, let the defense control the game. I'm not really looking for this to be an offensive explosion for the Giants this week 1. I'm looking for the defense to tee off. I'm looking for that line that has Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns, Kayvon Thibodeau, and the newly added Abdul Carter to just pin their ears, put themselves in a position to pin their ears back and tee off. So I'm looking for a defensive control game, not a lot of excitement and sparks, but if that's the type of game that we can have and control the game and get this much needed week 1 victory, because the Giants have been really, really bad on week 1s. I believe the record for the past couple of years is like 7-13 or 6-13, something along that line. So the Giants, much needed victory here for week 1. That's about it for me, guys. Not a lot left to say except let the coin be flipped and let the boys get to hitting. So I'm excited, truly excited. Football is back into our lives. Let's go Giants. Let's go Big Blue.